live. Good evening. Good evening. I am Ian. This is my lovely wife,
Rachel.
We are a big family life in the Simpson family home. I felt like I just knocked you off your perch.
Oh, I know. I was moving.
I was like, oh my goodness, were you sitting on the edge of my chair? What happened? We are a big family life in the Simpson family home, as well as 4S of the Simpson family. The 4S representing faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food because food is medicine. And fitness because we believe that overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence the 4S to manifest your best life by grace under God. This is Real Talk. Tonight's topic, let's just get right into it. Tonight's topic, go ahead, my dove.
The importance of community.
Community.
And I just want to apologize. We're running a little bit late today. We actually took the children out of our little community here.
We took the children in the Simpson family home. That's a big deal.
It is. Like I was already starting to like, no, we can't go. That's too far.
Yeah. And I was just like, no, we're gonna go. The big guys went and played a little ball outdoors, and so we had an early supper, and we kind of followed along behind them to go, support Yay team, that type of thing, and really it was just nice to. And it's so interesting when we get out of the community, little community that we live in. You know, the kids will all make note because it's a big deal. Oh, I can't remember the last time. And I think the last time was when we went to the Forks, and that was
winter. There was still
snow.
Yeah.
And I mean, Mom and I get out from time to time. Errands. However, as a family, it's been since we went skating in the Forks. It was a nice weekend, so we went skating in the Forks. That was the last time we had a family outing. We live in trying times, right? Good evening. Hulk Hogan back in the mix with us, with the Simpsons.
Hello.
Mr. Chris Hogan, good evening. God bless you. Welcome. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate your support. Good evening. We were just saying that, we had a family outing this evening, so we were running a little bit late. We left our little community, the safety of our little community, and we went to watch the big boys play a little bit of basketball, and we weren't gone long, and now the kids are back and they're getting ready for bed, doing dishes, things like that, and that was our outing for the next 3 months.
Yeah, it was like out of our norm, so for me it's like
very spontaneous.
Yeah, I struggled, but I pulled through.
Yeah, and we're good. And breathe, deep breaths, we're good, and nobody died, and we're back home, and everyone is safe, and it's a blessing. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because an analogy she liked to use was being chased by a tiger, and I had no real understanding for that, because as we know, trauma being what it is, what's could be debilitating to me, another could walk through, and what that person walks through or is debilitating to them, I would walk through. So trauma, you can't quantify it. It's so personalized. It's such a personal experience, right? It's such a personal.
That's a good way of putting it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right? It's so personal. So I mean, as best as and that's why it's so important to be kind. You know what I mean? You just can't. You never know what. Here's, if I may tell a quick story, right? Here's a no, it's quick.
I thought it was.
They're all quick.
A look of
No.
Okay.
A quick story, right? So there's a fellow, and he's getting married, and the fellow is it's his wedding. And he's about to give his speech, his speech is, the groom at the wedding. And he looks at his best man and he says to him, there's something, I've had a secret all these years we've known each other, 25 years. He goes, I've had a secret. He says that the day we met 25 years ago, right, what had happened was the groom now, as a child, as a young man, was walking down the hallway with the books in his hand, and the school jock, the captain of the football team, happened to walk by, and there was a collision, and the books hit the ground, and something strange happened this particular day. because this was a regular occurrence for this child, unfortunately. But something strange happened this particular day. The popular kid apologized and helped him to pick up his books. And for whatever reason, by grace, they became friends. And here they are 25 years later, and he's the best man at his wedding. And the groom looks at his friend, his good friend, his best dear friend of 25 years. And he said, I've had a secret all these years. What I've never told you is that day that we met, I had my books in my arms because I'd cleared out my locker. I was on my way home. I had enough and I was going to go end it all. I was tired of all the bullying. I was tired of the fighting. I was tired of being picked on. I was tired of being I was just tired of it. And my intention that day, I had the pills and everything, was to go home and end it all. And then I met you, and you saved my life. And I love that story because whether true or not, or whether it's an urban myth, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my love. I don't think it matters. I'm trying to get back to you.
But
I don't
my foot
think
is
it
in there,
matters.
that's why.
Is that why I can't get there?
Yeah, you're...
Okay. I thought it was your shoulder I was trying to...
No.
Okay, sorry, sweetheart. I don't think it matters. It's just so important to... You never know where someone is and what their journey is on any particular given day. And it could be the happiest person that you've known for some time. And then and just, you know, or somebody even that you have a rapport with, that, you know, that's the kind of thing that, you know, a work buddy or a school buddy or something, and just this one time they seem to just, it's too much, and we just never know what journey someone is on, so it's good to be kind. I'm gonna get out of the way and let my wife get some off.
So, yeah, going back to our topic
The
tonight
importance
is
of community.
Yeah, the importance of community. For us, that is very important for our family.
Yeah.
We love having individuals around us that we can support and they can support us. So basically it's people that we want to fill their cups and then they're filling back into our cups. Because we want to uplift and support our people around us to make sure that they're mentally well, physically well, emotionally, and sometimes there's financial. However, as long as everybody's needs are being met, and these are relationships, right? They don't have to be sometimes your parents, your aunts, your uncles, it can be the people that you choose as your close-knit intergroup kind of
Your
thing.
community, your family of choice. Good evening, future. The future never comes. Good evening. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. Thank you for just sharing some time with us and stopping in to say hello. We appreciate you so much. God bless.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like, for us, it is very important, because when you have the people that you love around you supporting you, it is, for me, because I don't live near very much my family.
Correct.
I have maybe one close relative that I contact that lives here in the city. However, everybody else is out. And so it's very important that, you know, even with her a part of our community, we also fill our community with people that we've met. So I have like my sister Doris, you know, and basically I meet these women and they don't become just, you know, friends or whatever. They become my sisters.
Correct. You connect, right?
Yeah.
On
And,
level.
and so, yeah, so it's very important that I keep them around.
Correct.
Because they fill my cup.
That's right.
They're there for, you know, like for my husband and I, it's so interesting because he really encourages those relationships. He's like, hey, have you reached out to so-and-so? Have you reached out to so-and-so? How are they doing? You know, and he's making sure that I'm keeping those connections because he knows how important it is to me. Because, yeah, women are a different kind of, I guess, breed.
They can.
They can.
I mean, fellas, let me talk to the fellas real quick. I mean, you think that you can do some stuff? Don't upset your girlfriend. Don't I mean, they can be on some stuff, and I mean, yeah.
So I just, yeah, and our community is growing. Like I've met some really great women. these last couple of, has it been a month? I don't even know.
Yeah.
It feels like
the days, they just all fly by, right?
I want to say a month, 2 months, 3 months, around there. So I've met these really great women, and they reach out to me, they talk to me, they, you know, through Messenger or whatever, and they're like, how are you? Or, you know, they're able to share things with me that, you know, that interest them, and I'm like, wow, like, you're just an amazing human being, because, like, they're just so smart, they're just so caring and loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican all day, and the future says that she feels the loss of community moving to big city Vancouver from small town BC. That's got to be tough. That's like, wow, how brave! You're so brave. Wow, good for you. You're so brave.
Yeah.
I've been in Winnipeg for 40 years, and I could have left many times and gone to, hey CJ, God bless you, thanks for stopping in.
It's one of our community.
one of our community members, one of our children, and I could have left so many opportunities to left, and I mean, no regrets. I'm right where I want to be, and I'm right where I feel I need to be. However, you know, one of the things, you know, as bad as things had gotten, Winnipeg was what I knew. So in that regard, it was safe. You know, Yahawashi is coming. God bless you. I would suggest that, however, while I don't deny that, I would suggest that don't wait for his arrival to manifest your best life. Don't wait for him to come and fix it for you. He left us with the ability to manifest our best life by grace under his grace. He left us the ability to manifest our best life. Don't waste this life that he's given us waiting for him to come back and save you. That's not judgment. That's advice from the depths of my heart. I love you. I wish more for you than this meaningless existence that some of us engage in, right? We have the ability to elevate and resonate at a higher frequency and manifest our best life by grace under God. Right? God bless you. God bless you. Daniel over here says, "What is the definition of community?" I'm never going to give you a dictionary definition. However, our definition of community really is just family. And
family supports.
Family supports, and so on and so forth, right? And then the thing is about family is you have the family that your family of origin, the family that you're of course born into. Then you have the family that you of choice, and the family that you create. So I mean, community would fall into, for us, community falls into the family of choice. Psalms 27:14. And the dog just walked in the door by itself. I was freaking out a little bit. I mean, how did the dog door open the door? And, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait. I mean, do you? Do you? Do you? I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm certainly not here to argue with doctrine. What I'm suggesting to you is that
we still have to do our part.
Right? Prayer's not enough. Right? And I mean, why would I wait on salvation when I have the ability to live salvation by redemption and manifest my best life? What am I waiting for? That's just my opinion. You know, that's a good question, Daniel. Which question? I'm sorry.
Well, that would be this question right here. What is
the definition of Thank you, Future. Thank you, Future. Give us a quick second. It is 8:30 in the Simpson family home, and this is just
8:30.
Well, yeah, 8:27 p.m.
Holy.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Were you just hanging? You thought you were just gonna come hang out? What's wrong?
I was gonna ask if I could have a muffin.
Not a muffin. Oh my goodness. Oh no. You were gonna ask because you. But it's bedtime, so clearly the answer is no. Oh.
You can have one tomorrow.
Yeah, you can have a muffin
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
For your snack.
Yeah, you can have a muffin tomorrow. That's fine. Mm-hmm. You don't know nobody's gonna eat them up on you. They gonna eat it tomorrow. You can have a muffin tomorrow. Yeah. Well, that's probably about as many dishes that you're gonna get done tonight. So let's go get ready for bed. And now you can come on back and say you can. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. We'll work that out. All right. Go get ready for bed. Are you here to say goodnight?
Yeah.
Okay, copy.
I'm also here too.
Yes, I know, Jordan. Yes,
And Auntie Diane said good night.
Oh, Auntie Diane, yeah, you see that every time you kids pull her up. Because she had nothing to say up until this point. And she just got here. I know. God bless you, Auntie Diane. We appreciate you so much. I know you have a house full over there, your family as well, that you tend to remind, and yet you choose to spend time with us. I mean, that is that's what we're talking about when we say community. In answer to your question, Darren, we've developed even an online community here, a group of individuals that come along with us regularly now. It would seem there's Hulk Hogan over here. The Future has been in to stop in and check in on us a few times already. Cousin Di from Calgary, yourself, Daniel, a couple more ladies on this feed here. So and that's all part of our community. Does our community have rules to live by? I would say the only qualification to be a member of our community is to be good, godly, and kind. And I mean, take that to mean what you will. If you find that to be restrictive and to be that is a rule that you can't abide by, then I'm okay with that, because I mean I want to be around like-minded people. I want to be around people of God, and these are the people that I choose to have in my community. Good night, my boy. Love you. He's such a great hugger. Okay. Oh, show the world what you can do. Show them what you can do. You see, and he's just here and show over here. He's so the thing is, right? See, he's doing that because to spite me, right? Because I told him that when I was a kid, I can't believe it's not Bata, Flavio the model. That was a thing when I was a kid, right? So and he had the long flowing hair. Like that, right? So I made the mistake one time of telling him that when I was a kid, I used to be in the shower, and obviously I didn't have that, but I'd be make believe, So that now he's coming here to rock. Yeah. Dad, look what I can do. I love you, my boy. Go on, get out of here. Good night. Good night. See you guys. Say you won $26 million. Would I what? Titus 3:5, not by words of righteousness what we have done, but according to his mercy he saved you. I don't deny that. I accept that. I receive that. Is that telling me then that I have to abandon my part and sit and wait to be redeemed and saved out of this hardship that we call life? Because I believe that he left us the ability to make our way out of the barrel, if you would, and resonate at a higher frequency, right here on earth. He left us that ability, absolutely. And that's what we've tapped into, trying to live our best lives by grace under God. That was the biggest hiccup ever that rocked your entire being. Say if I won $26 million, would I what? Would I what? Keisha! Say goodnight to Auntie Di.
Good night.
All right. Oh boy. Go drink some water. Hey, come here a second. Come give me. I didn't get a hug. Oh, did it work? Did it work? She slapped me.
I know,
She karate chopped me in the neck. She's not hiccuping though. You still? Oh. Okay, well hold your breath and drink some water, just not at the same time.
She is like this now?
Eh? So can we tell them the bird feeder story now?
No.
Okay, I will never mention that again. Okay. I love you. Good night, my dad. Okay. God bless you. Thank you. We received that. What a wholesome live stream. That is what the Simpson family is all about. That's kind of like. And this is the daily Callie report on her sunflower plant that we planted last weekend. And as you can see, it is doing smashingly, spectacularly. Yeah, she's got a real green thumb. There you go, sweetheart.
One of the dogs pulled one out.
That's okay, there's lots more. Yes. Okay. It's one of those things kind of like how Christmas morning the gifts just kind of show up under the Christmas tree. well, that plant just kind of gets watered whenever it needs to get watered. It's just one of those things. What? God bless you. Thank you. We received that. Thank you for noticing that. Say you won $26 million. Would you include the blessings in the community? Include the community in the blessings if the community was not building financially with you beforehand. If the community was not building with me financially beforehand, I will reference you to the parable of the workers, where it doesn't matter when you come to the job, your pay will be the same, right? The word says it doesn't matter when you come to the job. I mean, some came, the parable of the workers in the vineyard. Some came in the morning, some came in the afternoon, and others still came when there was only an hour left to work. And they were mad because they got the same amount of pay that the ones that came in the morning, and they worked the whole day and they got the same amount of pay. And the owner of the vineyard said, did we not agree to the wage that I was going to pay you? Is it not my right to pay a wage that I said? And that's God saying, it don't matter when you come to me, you just come. That's the same reward. That's the same reward. So, I mean, we happen to believe that our conviction of belief is that God blesses us so that we can bless others. God bless you. Hello, thank you for stopping in. Our conviction of belief is that God blesses you so that, good night, my love. God blesses us so that we can bless others. However, nowhere does it say that the people that we bless have to be perfect strangers. We generously choose to bless our children. We choose to bless the people in our lives, our family members. We choose to bless our community. Yes, the answer to that question is unequivocally yes. I mean, that's our lived life experience. If we can help within reason, we do help, because again, God blesses us. I'm giving you a yes or no answer. Maybe it's not the answer you're looking for. However, that's where free will comes in, right? You don't get to tell me that that's not the answer that you want. I mean, that's the answer I'm giving you. You asked, would I share the blessings with my community? The answer is yes, we have been sharing our blessings with our community as best as we are able. Yes, we're not rich. We're not rich financially. However, we're wealthy beyond measure. No, we're not nice. We're just godly. What are your thoughts on Ezekiel? I'm an Adventist. God bless you. Carlton Grant, good night. Are you the head of your wife? Good evening, sir. Am I the head of my wife? Well, clearly not. If you look at the top of her shoulders, you see that she has a head on atop her shoulders already, and my head is squarely atop my body. So I think that the obvious answer to that question is no. Although I'm not. Sorry, no disrespect. And I think if I were to address your question in the nature I believe it to mean, no, I'm not. It's so interesting because a member of our community, just this afternoon, we were having this conversation with a beloved member of our community. Godly, so if I'm not godly? No, that's your journey. You're on your journey. You're entitled to that. That's your journey.
Let's see, I was trying to check this out here.
I spoke on something that rich is not just money. Oh, God bless you. God, rich is, God, thank you. Yes, we received that. Rich has nothing to do with money. And my thoughts on Ezekiel, I'm not a theologian. I'm a child of God. I don't know the Bible as well as all that to quote. I just live my life as best as I'm able.
I'm starting to read in my head.
I spoke on a situation that I'd love your opinion on. It's a recent video posted. Send it to us, please, and I'll definitely respond. Send it to us, please, in a DM, and we will definitely respond. Now back to this. Am I the head? And so interesting that you asked that question. And Carlton Grant said he's sorry to. That's his conviction of a belief. It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. And we were having this conversation. We were having this conversation with one of our community members. Brianne, who's a beloved member of our community, and she actually lives in our community. And all members of our community lives in our community, and we're just fortunate that this one happens to do so. So we were visiting. It was a beautiful day this afternoon.
Oh wow, yeah. How many hours
God,
of
it's so
fresh
good.
air?
Right? It's fresh air, sunshine. So we were visiting, and the conversation came up as to the place of feminists. We were talking about feminists, and I said quite simply that God created woman, as the Bible say, from the rib of man. And if you think on that, figuratively, the rib comes from the side. The rib comes from the side. The rib does not come from, say, the heel, which is to say, to be underneath. right? The rib comes from the side, which is to say to be beside, to walk in equal side by side. And I mean, the thing that for me is that the idea that a woman can do everything that a man can do, well, that's great. It's fantastic. I have no issue with that, right? Right? I'm more concerned with the thought that a woman was created to do not everything that a man can do, although she can. I accept that she can. She was created to do everything that a man cannot do. And there you have balance. Because as a man, I cannot father a child, and I don't want that experience. I don't want that burden. Right? Not father, but birth, excuse me. I cannot birth.
Yeah.
Right? So a woman was created to do naturally, by nature, naturally. I'm not talking about, science and everything else. I'm talking about naturally God's law. A woman was created to do everything that a man cannot. So that makes us completely equal. In my socks, I took them off, I was getting hot. That makes us equal. That makes us absolutely equal. From the rib at the side. Not from the neck or the earlobe to be above, not from the heel to be beneath, but from the rib to walk beside, side by side, equals. I have excuse me a second.
I can't read those.
A couple more
so
comments
far
here.
away.
Ephesians 5:23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. And while I accept that, I mean, your conviction of belief, again, I'm not here to fight your conviction of belief, nor challenge your conviction of belief, nor am I here to challenge doctrine.
It is funny when on our wedding, when the recital, right?
Yeah.
And so we were going through our vows, and it's like, do you promise to obey your
honor and obey.
Honor and obey, and then he's like, no, I don't want her to obey me.
I mean,
that was like
I'm a little bit more
progressive. Or
so okay, doctrine is what it is. Your conviction of belief is what it is. We're not here to challenge that. Here in the Simpson family home, this is how we do it. It works for us.
Yeah,
we walk side by side in union under God. Side by side, absolutely. 4 refs with the Simpson family. I apologize. I don't know how to DM the video. Tag me. Tag us in it, please. Tag us in it, and we'll go have a look at it. Try to tag us in it. Respect is the key. Absolute and personal and free will. Free will. God gave us free will. We can follow blindly and obey, or we can choose for ourselves what the best course of action is. And that is not condemnation or judgment on any man who is the head of his household. God bless you. Of my own free will and volition, I choose to walk beside my wife.
Not ahead.
Not ahead.
Not behind.
Beside.
Beside.
Free will.
Oh, they're really...
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female. Okay, balance is amazing, yes. Yes, in today's world, they treat the church as they treat politics. And coming down here to Dan. Hi, Carla. Hola, Simpson family. God bless you, Carla. We love you. Daniel said... rich has factors, rich in money, family, love, etc. So I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So how was the earth populated if only two human were created? As I understand it, the Bible is not the story so much of creation as it is the story of God's chosen people, which is just one of the peoples that are on the earth. What is it?
Diane.
So are you, Diane, am I the head of my household? This is how I like to view it. Good evening, cousin Diane.
It's like, for me, it's like, because all decisions are made together. We do not make decisions without the other one. Unless in we got to make this quick whatever decision, but all our decisions are made together. Jointly. We work as a team. So in an area that I don't feel confident in completing, he's more confident in that area. He takes care of that.
Right.
So we kind of just work together, but all decisions are made together. Because if I like how he puts it. It's like it's not the head. I don't like using that term, the head of the household.
I'll piggyback you whatever you
because it's like we work together. So without the head, you need the neck. I think I got that correct.
You're close.
I'm close.
You're
Yeah, I'm
close.
so bad at doing
No,
this.
you're not. You're great.
No, because we described it to what's her name. Can you fix it, please?
I'll try.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So, this is an analogy that I saw. However, this is a two-part answer. This is just the first part of my answer, cousin. This is an analogy that I saw. I was watching a very woke couple when I was on that particular path, right? When I was identifying as an Israelite, and that's the answer to your question. What the wife had said was that if he is the head, I'm the neck, which is to say that the head can't make a move without the neck, right? Even if you're trying to nod, yes, try nodding, yes, if you don't use your neck or shaking your head, you know what I mean? The head can't make. However, that's just a part of the answer to the question. The full answer to the question is that, and how I choose to answer the question in my own words is to say that God is the head of my household, and I am the sword and the shield that my wife, who is the heart and the heart, the head, the heart, the brain, and the hands of the family, and I am the sword and the shield that my wife wields to protect our family.
Yeah, Carla, actually got it right. Draw on your strengths as individuals to be the team.
So in answer to your
Exactly.
question, Diane, God is the head of our household. And yes, Carla, yes, drawing our strengths. We absolutely believe in drawing on our strengths, and teamwork makes the dream work. Even with the children, it's not, your roles in the home are not based on your age or even your gender. It's based on your ability to do the job. Phoenix is not the oldest, however, she has the most responsibility. She is just something that she, there is so much leadership in that one. The force is strong in that one, so we encourage and we feed into it. People get that confused. There were not just two people on earth. That was just a belief, right? I believe that there were more people. Yeah, I mean, let's be reasonable, guys.
No, and what it is that, everybody has their own belief systems. And, they have their right to
Their conviction of belief.
their conviction of belief.
Absolutely.
And who is anybody to tell?
Certainly not us.
Yeah.
We certainly are not going to here to tell you
Mm-hmm.
that you are wrong. Daniel, I identified as an Israelite, which is not to say that I believe myself to be an Israelite, and now I don't believe myself to be an Israelite. I identified at one time as an Israelite.
I guess it was part of his journey to find out.
It's part of my journey and my spiritual
Yeah.
journey to find myself, my true self, and to find my path to my God, my pathway to God, right? And now I've found that I don't need an intermediary. I have a direct line. I still honor the Messiah. I still honor the Christ. I still honor the fact that He died on the cross to alleviate my sin. And however, that is my conviction of belief. It's not telling; it's sharing thoughts.
We're talking.
Huh?
How was the Earth populated?
How is the Earth populated?
So Daniel, we're actually responding to the people on the
There's a couple
TikTok.
different feeds here, Daniel.
So you can't see it, so that's why he's reading it out loud to you.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're saying that, everybody has their own conviction and belief, and it's not up to us to tell them that they're
wrong.
Because everybody else is on their journey.
And then, I mean, for me personally, I'm more and more every day, I'm trying to detach myself from the desire to be right. Because when you are...
I know. No, that's what he said. I know, I think that was to our thing there.
Okay. I says that I'm trying more and more to detach myself from the desire to be right. And I think that when I say that, it's not, I'm very opinionated, so I try to detach myself from a desire to be right. However, I don't have issue with not wanting to be wrong. And that's I think those two things are distinctly different. Because when I want to be right, quite often, my position is very rigid and very static. I'm not flowing like water. When I have no desire to be wrong, well, if you can convince me that what you're snacking on is more relevant and or truthful, just simply makes more sense than what I've been digesting, my nature forces me to accept your belief because it makes more sense than mine. I'm trying to become water.
So I just want to go back, let's
Yes,
just stay on kind of like on
Community.
the topic community.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's not. Well, for me, anyways, I find the people that I bring in. Sorry,
I'm sorry.
I'm slowly moving out. For me, community
I keep
is.
moving back and you keep moving
Yeah, I
back.
know.
And I just want to sit down beside you and you keep moving back. Pretty soon you're going to be outside and I'll be in here by myself.
Actually, I do keep moving back on you. So yeah, no,
Thank you,
community
God
is
bless
very
you.
important because yes, community starts at home.
Mm.
And when we say community, it's relations, it's relationships.
Copy that.
It's also those friendships.
Right.
It's not like the, not even our ethnic group of, of who we are. It's actually the people, because we have people of different ethnicities in our support group.
Mm-hmm.
Our support group, in our community.
I mean, clearly we're, if you want to say that, I mean, if we have to state the obvious, we're clearly biracial, right? So I mean, community it steps outside ethnicity, right? And that's the importance of your family of origin as opposed to your family of choice, right? And then there is the family that you create. And where does your priority lie? Right? Mm-hmm. Where does your priority lie? Because quite often, especially in our situation of being an interracial and not just interracial, but intercultural, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Relationship as well. It's not like we're both Christians or something like that, right? So then you tend to, in these situations, you can alienate family members, right? They feel a need, or they have a right to pass judgment on your life. And so we're at that point now. We are married. We are no longer boyfriend, girlfriend. We are married before God under God's law. The Bible says that a man shall leave his mother and cleave to his wife. Mm. Right? So where do your loyalties lie in that situation? Does it lie with your family of origin or the family that you created?
No, and that's for us. So the family that we tend to, gather around us are the ones that are supportive.
Hey guys,
so
the
it's
Beach
like
just got back from playing ball, I guess. Yeah.
They're the ones that step in as aunts and uncles.
Right.
When we're away from that community that we've grown up in, because they stepped up to the plate and say, hey, like this is, we support you as a couple.
Right.
And they're not leading on any bias or narratives or
God
so
bless you.
That's very important for me, is to surround people that are actually supportive of, I guess, the path that I'm going.
There it is. And another member of our community just joined us, Jody. God bless you. Hey, Jody. Deal with that, please. Speaking from my experience, families of choice are often more supportive than the families that we are born into. Isn't that unfortunate?
Thank you, baby. I was reading in my head when you said
I know. I got you. I got you, baby. I got you. Go.
So yeah, it is very important.
And we're going to get to these comments in 1 second, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it is very important that, they are more, you can't say it anything better than that. Because for us, I've experienced that. Families are very judgmental, like the families that you come from.
They can be.
And especially when you have intergenerational trauma and they don't know boundaries, or they don't know boundaries. And that's where, after doing some work, I'm really sticking to my boundaries, because they are very important to me. Mm-hmm. And the ones that, respect my boundaries are the ones that I actually allow closer.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only ones that are just gonna be upset that you set healthy boundaries are the ones that are used to just walking all over them. Go ahead, my love.
No, I was gonna talk to Jasmine, and I just say, hey.
A couple comments real quick on the TikTok. It says, is it bad that others think that I smoke weed because I'm so down to earth and chill? Do you, man. If you ain't hurting nobody, if you're not hurting anybody, please just do you. Live your best life. Don't hurt anybody doing that. And be good, godly, and kind. And just be happy. Happiness is a choice, especially in today's day and age. We live in difficult times. Make a choice to be happy. Family is not just bloodline. Facts. Positive people are the best supportive system. Deuteronomy 7:3-4. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shalt not give on. I'm very familiar with Deuteronomy. As I said, I identified as an Israelite for a time. I'm very familiar with Deuteronomy. His daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. And what you're suggesting is that the idea that I am in a interracial relationship is against God's law. Again, your conviction of belief is what it is, and I'm not here to challenge that. This woman that sits at my side is, I prayed and God answered. And so if you feel that I've stepped outside of God's law in this union, you're entitled to your opinion, and it doesn't fall on deaf ears, certainly. However,
we're on
this
our life
this
journey,
union
and we're
is
living our life.
we are living our life, and this union is blessed by God. That is my lived life experience, because I've never had it so good. And I mean, if you want to pass judgment, and if you want to stand in judgment, you have every right to do so. I mean, live your life, do you? However, it's we don't receive that. we don't receive that.
We don't give it energy anymore.
Right. When you're trying to heal and you don't fit in, sometimes blood family judge hard. Facts. So you have to disconnect at times just to protect your soul. You just have to do. You just gotta protect. Sometimes you gotta say that I gotta love you from a distance. You're my so and so. You're my whatever. However, I gotta love you from a distance just to protect my spirit, and that's just good medicine. I think you guys are on a great path. You look great together. God bless, many blessings. God bless you. We received that. Thank you so much. There's such a great deal of blessings required to keep the Simpson family afloat, to keep the ship Simpson, the good ship Simpson, afloat and heading in the right direction under the leadership of God. We receive all the blessings, and thank you so much. Thank God bless you. That bless you going out. God bless you coming in. A blessing on your family. Blessing on all your possessions, that every time you leave your home, you may safely return home. God bless you. We appreciate you so much.
I just wanted, I thought about this. It's like people, it's fine to have even, that your loved ones actually, trying to test you to make you a better person. But sometimes when you're testing your family or people that you say you support and love, and you do it on a public platform to, get a rise, whatever, or even within family gatherings, and they're trying to poke at you to, get something out of you. I feel that is really uncalled for.
Oh, of course.
Because it just shows that you're just really...
It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay,
Yeah,
my
no,
love.
stop.
Okay.
Thanks. Because for me, it's like if you really support somebody...
I just got told.
You just want to actually better, you don't want to humiliate them, basically.
No.
Because humiliation turns to shame, and nobody likes to be shamed. God's law is physical manifestations, sacrilegious. Okay, you want to take that one?
I do. God bless you as well. I lost my oldest daughter 19 months ago. I see who is real now. And I mean, it's so, God bless you. I'm so sorry for your loss. God bless you. I'm so sorry for your loss. And it's unfortunate that at times like that, you do get to know who your true supports are in your most trying times, in your times of need. And just know that God saves his toughest battles for his strongest warriors, of which you are a number. God bless you. We appreciate you so much. Okay, so Daniel, where are we? God's laws. What are God's laws? And why is it unfortunate? Judgment of others. Jody says judgment of others. However, for me to judge him for judging me, well, you see where I'm going there, Jody? Judgment I leave to God. God's law is a physical manifestation of nature. Look at nature. God's law will reveal itself. And I think what you're getting to is that God's law of nature is survival of the fittest. And in the world, yes, absolutely survival of the fittest. However, I think it can be done with morality and integrity and character. And then it says here, I loved Jacob, but Esau I hated. And Zechariah, Malachi, and so on and so forth. And you're welcome, my brother. God bless you. And you said that Jacob I loved, but Esau, yes, that is doctrine, which is to say what you're suggesting is God is saying that he loved the black man and he hated the white. And remember now, I told you I identified as an Israelite for some time, and when I do anything, I'm all in. I don't just dabble. So I get what you're saying. My point is just this simply, though. I mean, how are we going to get stuck in a place where all we see is, what makes us different as opposed to what we have? At the end of the day, we're stuck on this. Whether you think it's a ball hurtling through space or a flat stationary plane is irrelevant. Whatever your conviction of belief is irrelevant. We're here together. Right? Don't you think it benefits us to figure out how to get along? Don't you think it benefits us to figure out how to coexist? I mean, we're staying in a place where we're gonna have contentious and conflictual relations based on what? Because I'm supposed to hate you because we're a different color skin,
That makes
or
no sense.
because you're Christian, I'm Catholic, you're Protestant, I'm Muslim. Come on, man, unity. We're one. Stop resonating at that level that keeps everything so conflictual. Elevate. You know, become your best self. You don't have to change. Just become your best self. God has left you the ability to do that.
Somebody said howdy, folks.
Howdy. Oh, Tommy. How you doing? God bless you. We appreciate you stopping in. Some people say they are here, yet are never available. God is with me, and God is always there. You make that phone call, man. He always on the line. 100. Okay. Survival of the fittest observation there. No, it doesn't benefit us, not down here. Again, your conviction of belief. Back to community. So, and as you see, we need to put our differences aside and figure out figure out how to coexist. I mean, we can keep fighting each other. We can keep doing that, or we can decide to become one community under God. Maybe the Garden of Eden. This is no, I'm gonna go a different path. Maybe. Oh, Miss Malachi came through, Mister. God bless you. Baby, take some airtime. I want to get these thoughts right. See, I've learned to take my time with these thoughts so as not to speak before it's time. Every thought, as the end said, if it's worth saying, it's worth. I can't remember. Go.
Okay, so yeah, back to community. For us, it's like I want to kind of go into one of the news things I read the other day.
Okay.
In regards to Manitoba's new lockdown, whatever, I can't remember what they're called. However, they said that you know, such and such can be open, such and such can be closed. They all don't make sense. People can't be in your home, but you can go meet people at a patio and interact with them there. But so it didn't make sense. However, I just wanted to not even draw really so much attention to that. But it was one of them where they said that these food courts could not or they had,
Open to
yeah, they
sell
couldn't,
food.
yeah, they couldn't.
Food courts in the mall had
Yeah.
to shut down. Thank you.
So, and
Yes.
so what I was telling my husband, I said, like, just that positivity of, you know, community. So there's this hotel in Winnipeg here. I think it's a hotel. It's like banquet. I can't remember, like a restaurant.
What's
But
the
they,
name of it, baby?
4 Crowns.
4 Crowns. 4 Crowns. Please remember that.
Yeah.
4 Crowns. Go.
And so the 4 Crowns, you know, offered to purchase the stock off these vendors at, you know, the mall that
They've
have-
got 2 days
Yeah.
to get rid of all the food that they've been serving people with now, and now they're being shut down again. So they've got 2 days.
So, and why I bring that up is because recently within the pandemic, what had happened, I think not recently, I think it was last year.
Right, during the first lockdown.
Yeah, because domestic violent,
Nobody's talking about
So,
these issues.
you're throwing me off.
Go ahead, baby.
So domestic, you know, people that are in domestic relationships, when they're leaving, they couldn't go to a shelter because of the new restrictions,
They were stuck.
guidelines, whatever, so they would have nowhere to go.
Right.
So 4 Crowns actually offered, if you were in need, you could go there and they would, you know, put you in a room for I don't know how long. However, I just thought it was amazing that this place is there to support their community. They're not giving out really funds, but they're actually there
Giving services.
support,
Which is
which
more
is like
important.
human support
Right.
instead of a monetary support.
Right.
So I just thought it was just amazing, and I really just wanted to
Give a shout out to them.
yeah.
Give a shout out to them. And obviously they're buying up those foodstuffs now because their hotel is full of needy people that need to eat. right? And
Or
we
I
didn't
don't-
we
I
didn't
don't-
even actually do any research to find out exactly what the 4 crowns are when we heard this. However, we wanted to give them a shout out because that's a huge act of service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we say when, you know, if you're good, godly, and kind, then you can be a member of our community. You know, you can be absolutely. And then he says that shut down whole province here. Where's here? Where is here?
That's, I think Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario.
Quite possibly. I think they're the only one shut down.
Yeah, Ontario is under some heavy restrictions, and now Trudeau is talking about a vaccination passport, I think. And I read a statement that he said that, you know, just like the vaccination to passport to travel internationally, just like it was pre-pandemic, except you didn't need that.
That's why words matter.
Ontario,
Listen to-
words matter. Listen to the words. Ontario, you're right.
Okay, yeah.
It's hard here.
Actually, we should phone Mom tomorrow and see
Okay.
where she is.
Okay, we check it.
So yeah, it's like community. There's ones that give without looking for recognition, but then there's the people that you put in your life. For me, like I was saying, within the last 3 months, I'm really struggling with timelines here.
The days just string along
That-
endlessly.
I've brought in, not even brought, like I've met some really amazing women
Yes,
that, you know, fill my cup.
right.
And I'm hoping, you know, that I'm able to fill their cup.
In some small way.
And it's like,
Acts of
I feel
service.
that, you know, over time that we're gonna be able to connect. Like right now, it's, you know, I really appreciated Carla's video chat the other night. I really appreciated that because she was able to help me with something that I was struggling with. So it was, you know, community. And those are those like why community is very important. And especially at a time like now because everybody's restricted, everybody's, you know,
Afraid.
living in fear, and then
Yeah.
there's some that aren't living in fear. So you kind of just gravitate towards like-minded people, which is really
Important.
because it's like emotionally and mentally, you need to know where you stand with people.
So it's looking like in Ontario, it says no church or worship gatherings. And it's so interesting. That's one that I struggled with. And here in Winnipeg, in the first lockdown, they locked down the church, and they've since opened up again. Big fines, even jail time if caught holding a service. Yeah, and that's just one point that was so very interesting to me because, you know, and I don't do politics anymore. I choose not to resonate at that level anymore. I just every once in a while, like I choose to come down and share an opinion and then elevate again, right? Yeah, and I mean, he says, yeah, churches can't open, but Walmart can. I'll do you one better. I mean, how is it that the Liquor Commission and the marijuana dispensaries are considered essential services, but the churches can't close? But that's none of my business. That's none of my business. I have tapped in, as a family, we have tapped into the ability to manifest our best life. Even inside all this madness, God continues to create a space for us to exist. Right? Even though none of it makes sense anymore. Doesn't matter. My family's safe, that's all that matters. Here's something I just learned today. And I know that we're living in times, as you say, yet Walmart is open, right? And you say that, you know, the average citizen is staying at home and now collecting the government dole, right? And when you have to rely on the government to eat, what happens when your behavior is no longer pleasing to the government, right? That's the first thing you need to think about. And so what has happened in the course of the last year and some, since the first lockdown, is we've experienced the greatest transfer of wealth from the middle class to the elite in the history of the world. As you said, Walmart is open, however, the mom and pop stores have to be closed, right? That's a regular thing, right? You've experienced the greatest transfer of wealth from the middle class to the upper class, right?
And yeah, so it's like it's taking a toll on community as well.
Absolutely it
Not
is.
just, you know, these small town.
Mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
But however, to the point of community is the idea. I didn't know that it is until today. It was today that I found out that this transfer of wealth has struck the black community a devastating blow, because I heard a figure today when someone had sent me a video, and it said that 60% of black-owned businesses in the United States of America will be closed by April. If that is not a new form of gentrification, I don't know what is. And yeah, black folk are irate, black folk are this and that, and yet, where is Black Lives Matter on this issue? 60% of businesses, black-owned businesses, the statistics said, will be closed by April. And Black Lives Matter is crickets. But that's none of my business. My only question is this: if Black Lives Matter is for black people, by black people, how come they ain't saying nothing about this? But as I said, that's none of my business. I choose to resonate at a higher level. I choose to get out the barrel and live my best life with my family. It's so sad for small businesses. Black and First Nations are hit hard. Facts. I pray each day for everybody. Thank you. God bless you. We received those prayers. But however, yeah. Jody, you want me to read it? You got it. Okay. Here's something to think about. Thanks to CV, so many people are now connecting online that they otherwise would never have met in person. Fact. Do you think perhaps that may be God's way of building and bringing together his people's communities? I will say God will always create a remnant or remnants for him. So what you think we doing on here, Jody? What you think we doing on here? We're looking for community, yeah.
And how do you think we came to be?
What she said.
Because it was like, it's so funny because like me and Jody and I are having this conversation, and my husband's in the group, and I don't think he even comments on her.
You get a like every once in a while.
Okay.
I mean, y'all are in there doing your girl thing. What you need me for? What you need me for? I mean, I appreciate you, Jody, and adding me to the chat. I mean, hey, respect, right? I appreciate you.
I think we have. Oh,
God
thank
bless
you.
you, Jody. God bless you. No, we would not
I
have
think
met
we-
if we did not connect online. God bless you. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I know. I just find it so interesting that he's.
What's that?
No, that you're in our group, but you don't even.
I went through the messages today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I
You're
did.
caught
What
up?
do you, yeah, I'm caught, more or less.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys got a few more in there since I've, yeah.
Okay.
It's so sad, yeah, and amen to this community. God bless you. Thank you for being a member of our community. We appreciate you so much. God bless you.
So yeah, what it is that usually
We're in
the
Winnipeg,
negative,
Manitoba,
there's-
Canada. Winnipeg, Manitoba,
Oh.
Canada.
with the negative, there's always, I like to look for the positive, as you have seen, Jody, the positive in the situation. Because if we dwell so much in the negative and
Right.
the negativity and the fear,
Mhm.
then it actually just
Sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, it's an energy thief. So
Choose
it's
to
just
be
looking,
happy.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Babe, she has a Slurpee and she won't share. Thank you.
I gave her the eye, baby.
I
You see
know.
that? I gave her the eye. I gave her a look. Dad's not pleased. No, I'm good, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. I don't drink Slurpees anymore. I don't drink them no less. I don't drink them anymore. I'm not feeling a Slurpee right now, but thank you. I do have my water. Where are we, baby?
We're at like 10 after, and I have some couple stuff to do.
Diane, sorry, just don't apologize for engaging, beloved. Thank you. Sorry, just to go back to Black Lives Matter and losing your business is not the same category. I think that, question, are we vaccinated? No, we are not anti-vax. We are not. We are anti-Lucifer, anti-Satan, and pro-God, pro-choice. What we represent is that I will fight for the right to retain my right to choose what goes into my body. You are not responsible for my health. I'm responsible for my health. So I absolve and relieve you of that responsibility.
And I'd just like to say it's none of your business. Because it's like, well, why does it even matter?
Fair, my love, fair.
It's like none
fair,
of
my
your
love,
business.
fair.
It's like
Fair,
asking
my love.
somebody if they're vaccinated is like, are you on birth control? Have you gotten your birth control?
Are you
yet?
trying to hook up?
Some things are just not really asking. Yeah, sorry, I'm just I'm done tonight, babe.
It's all interconnected. We all have a part to do. Yeah, we all have a role to play in this life. And so
Yeah,
to address what Cousin Di here is saying, what I was touche. Don't encourage her. But she's so right. I mean, I just choose a gentler touch for whatever reason. She's absolutely right. That you offended my wife, sir, and I would ask you not to do so again, please.
Sorry, baby.
No, please don't apologize. And good evening from Aurora, Ontario. Good evening from Aurora, Ontario. God bless you. The thing is for me, again, I don't do politics, right? When the problem is that Black Lives Matter was encouraging, openly and actively encouraging people to go out and destroy stuff, to go out and actively fight for a right to be heard. I'm not a pacifist. I'm not an unapologetist. I'm not, I don't believe in turn the other cheek. I know that that's what doctrine said. However, that is not my journey. If you assault me or my family, I will defend myself and I will protect my family. So it's not that the idea that we should go out as black people and riot. The idea that we should go out as black people, and I mean, I saw the news equalists. Thank you, Jody. Hashtag equalists, we are. I saw the news outlets and it made no sense to me. I'm like, stay home in the middle of a lockdown. Stay home unless you're going out to protest. That made no sense to me. And as a black man who's been black, his entire life and knew that at the end of this, because there will be a tomorrow, that he will continue to be black. The question that occurred to me first and foremost was quite simply, when it's time to clean this mess up, who gets held accountable? When it's time to clean this mess up, I mean, there's certain states in the United States of America, the reports I've seen, that there's certain Minnesota's is a war zone. Washington, there were fires in the daytime. Portland, and these reports are not in the mainstream media, but as the X-Files have been saying all along, the truth is out there. If you want the information, you can get it, or you can choose to just rely on the source of information that you have now. That's your choice. We're talking billions and billions of dollars in property damage. Billions and billions of dollars in property damage. So when the tide swings, when the pendulum swings, and the sympathy moves away from black people because we're no longer told that Black Lives Matter, who gets held accountable for the destruction? Who gets blamed? Will the white community still sympathize with Black lives when it comes time to pay the bill? Will they still be out on one knee with a fist up and their head down, apologizing when it comes time to pay the piper? Will they be as forgiving and understanding of black pain when it comes time to clean up their communities and rebuild? That's my only question. What was the sense in all of this? Where was the logic in it? It didn't make sense to me, because we're going to have to move forward as a nation of people. Humanity will have to move forward eventually. This is not it. Life always finds a way. So when the pendulum swings, when the earth shifts, when we move forward in time past this moment, this is but a blip, a moment in time. And once we move past this, how are black people going to be remembered for having protested and burnt down? I'm not unsympathetic to the cause. I've lived it my entire life. Let me go back here a couple of questions. Ontario Wright, I felt the same way. It made no sense. As you said, who is responsible? I would not riot or hurt anyone. God bless you, nor would I. I will defend my family and my property, but I won't go out and riot. Yet I would protect myself and anyone that was left to me that, yeah, absolutely. And no logic at all. You are right, and we are caught up. Over here, we are Diane first, and then Touche. No, they were not. You're an equalist. There's video, allied, yes. Who gets held accountable for the current state of the people? There is no sympathy now. What are you talking about? They are living a little better than slavery. Running water. Living a little better than slavery. That's a couple of amenities. I mean, that, you know what?
I think it's just not to be all caught up in.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. You know what? I ain't never been to the slums in the United States of America. I've never been to a ghetto. I've never experienced that life. All I know are the images that come out and the stories that I've heard. I have no lived life experience. I can't speak to it. I've been to the ghettos of Jamaica and so on and so forth. I made it out. That's my lived life experience. I'm not special. I'm just God-fearing. I don't fear man. I fear God. Man can only take my life. God's responsible for my immortal soul. Rioting is not the answer. That's aggression and not educating people and getting positive messages out. Well, how do we get people to sympathize with the cause when we've been burning stuff down? I can't speak to the living conditions in the States. I can speak to what the living conditions were for me as a child. However, I made it out. I'm not special. I'm just God-fearing. If I made it out, I believe you can too. But that's just my conviction and belief. Maybe you don't believe that. I can't be more invested in your future than you are. Yeah. And so, you know, and this right here, this is community, right? This is community, and this is so important because what's the answer to your viewer?
I guess he got the answer that he required. He's very happy right now.
What's that?
Huh?
Who's that?
What you call it? When you were talking to them.
What was the question?
Well, I don't know. Whatever you were just talking about.
Mm-hmm. At any rate, so yeah, we are at an hour and over, and my wife needs to have some things done before we retire for the night. You raise out of ashes to help others, but what I did, so proud of you to talk so openly. God bless you, thank you. I mean, and in acts of service, I mean, it is our sincerest hope that by sharing our lived life experiences, that we can offer encouragement and nothing more. I mean, it's not judgment. It's not, you know, this is a blueprint for how to live your life. No, encouragement. Encouragement. Be good, godly, decent, and kind. You know, we serve a living God. If you tap in, He'll take you to places that you never thought that you could be. I mean, in 2015, I was in jail, doing the longest bit that I'd ever done as an adult male. I was in jail, and now here I am. What are we, 6 years removed? Living my best life. We've got custody of all of our children.
Yes.
Married, happily married. I'm sorry.
4.
It's
4?
2020.
4 years now.
Yeah.
2015,
Oh, sorry.
and we in 2021.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
As we say, we play to our strengths. Math is just not her strong suit. It's okay. She's more like a social studies kind of gal.
Oh, I
love you.
I love you. No, I just it's like twice today that I ran into this. I was like, triple threat.
Yeah,
and then I was like,
it
2 things.
It was 2 things, and she's like, "Yeah, baby, that's a triple threat." I was like, "Okay, baby. Yes, Jody, she's pretty, she's beautiful, and she makes up for it in so many other ways. Math is just, yeah." God is a viewer. Man's is not in participation. Free will. Free will. You can choose to resonate where, you know, love the laughter. So do we. It's such good medicine, right? Like, I mean, it's so good for the soul. I mean, when was the last time, like, you had, like, you laughed so hard that your face hurt?
Oh, mine's like daily where my
Right?
cheeks
We
are
do
just-
that a lot. Like, it's healing. Like, I mean, you laugh so hard that your face hurt. And like, I'm Jamaican, so laughter usually look like this. Oh, my belly. Oh, like that, right? Like, you get that good belly laugh, and you start to cramp up.
Do that a lot.
You know, Fifi is sitting over here, and one day when we were on the other side of the city, Mom said to me, Fifi came up to her one day and she said one night, she said, you know, sometimes I hear you and Ian downstairs, and you guys are just laughing. She said, you guys are just laughing, and I feel bad sometimes because I'm like, I just wonder what I'm missing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that was just so sweet. That I just laughed so hard when I heard that.
Yeah.
I just smiled so hard when I heard that, you know, like, because I mean, kids don't like hanging out with their parents, man, especially they're getting to be an age now, they're teenagers, and, you know, GQ Jordy with the good hair, and Noah, we barely see him, he's 22, but our kids, man, they hang out with us, you know, and I mean, it's not that they think like we're cool or anything, because we're not, we just embarrass them, we love it.
And we feed them.
Yeah, they like to eat, they like to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and we bless them. We bless them abundantly. We bless them slapping our laps. He says natives laugh a lot too, slapping our
Or
laps.
they go like this, and the women are they
yeah,
fall off their chair.
Yeah.
See, I did it again. Yeah.
You know, it's so. Tell me, let me ask you a question. And anybody, you ever met anybody more happy than somebody who's supposed to be impoverished? You try to tell them that. You go to a third world country and see how their children sprout. You try to tell them that they're not supposed to be happy or impoverished. I feel that's one of the reasons that God so loved children. Doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter the circumstance, how hard, how dire. A child will find a way to be happy. There is a lesson to be learned there by us adults. There is a lesson to be learned there. A child will always find a way to be happy. It is actually a goal for a child to be happy. There's a lesson there for us adults.
All right, Mike. So, thank you guys for coming and joining us this afternoon.
This evening.
This evening, wow. Okay, so yeah, thank you for coming.
Hello, God bless you, Crazy. We see you. They said hello. That was a new.
Oh, that's the name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy something. So I just wanted to acknowledge them because they said hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't being rude.
Okay, thank you. I thought you were. However, yeah, thank you for coming. I don't know what we're looking at the rest of this
Jody.
week. However, Friday,
Hey.
reminder Friday.
This is important stuff.
It is
TGIF Fridays.
TGIF and
The category is
albums.
albums. We did movies. That was so cool. The
Not
last
movies.
Friday. We did TV shows.
Yes.
TV shows from the
childhood.
70s childhood on.
Yeah.
And so Hulk Hogan had an idea that does your wife want a wife? She's so beautiful. God bless you.
Does your wife want to
Does your wife want a wife? She said, God bless you. If you want me to be a fan of yours, you just honor my wife and family. You honor my God, you honor my family, and I'm a friend for life. God bless you. Yes, she is. She is beautiful. God bless you. And so this Friday, we're going to be doing albums. Not music, not singles, albums. And that was Hulk Hogan's. So I'm going to need to make some notes because I'm more, I'm more of a singles kind of guy.
Working on this one.
Yeah, and I give me the hook and I got you, right? Give me the hook, but don't ask me to sing anything outside the first verse and the chorus. God bless you. thank you so much for spending this time with us. We appreciate you so much. God bless and keep you. God bless you going out. God bless you coming in. A barrier of protection around you and your family, all your possessions. And before I let you go, I do have one blessing, another blessing I'd like to leave you with. Have a great evening. God bless you and your family, and be safe. Laugh many times. We received that. God bless you. We appreciate you so much. Give me a quick second, please. I'm just to fetch my Bible. Where did the kids put
that's
it?
before you go. I tried Henderson's today.
Oh, right. The review on Henderson's. The review on Henderson's burgers and French fries.
And I had the poutine
Well, it went to
and
my
the burger,
quick
and
notes.
it was a Fat Boy.
Yeah,
I ordered a cheeseburger.
a bacon burger.
Oh yes, thank you. Bacon cheeseburger, and it had chili in it.
Lots of chili.
Lots of chili.
Too much chili.
So
Blessings,
I'm not sure if
Father.
I ordered the right thing.
Right.
So please let
Too
me
much
know.
chili.
However, too much chili.
Too much chili. And the bun was just huge. It's like so much bread, and the burger was buried in there. So, however, it's
let me know if I ordered the right
George's. Yeah, it's a George's
Yeah.
experience. George's Burgers and Subs. They have the homemade fries, so you can't go wrong there. And the portions are tremendous. You know what I mean? Again, you can't go wrong there. So yeah, absolutely. And Romans 15. You know, I was asked the other day what one of my favorite verses. This is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. We have many. Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace, as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. God bless you.